Welcome, everyone. We're thrilled that you guys have joined us. We're Ed and Vicky Milad and Patch Away. We're honored to have you, all your leaders here in LifeWave and Patch Away community. Together, we've been on an incredible journey that I want to talk to you about the growth, the success, and the partnerships and the goals that can help us achieve even higher volume and higher levels. Today, we'll be sharing an insight on how we can elevate your LifeWay business, reach new ranks, and build a team that is not only successful, but truly empowering. So, we're faced with a lot of challenges in our lives. Some are great, some are not so good, but we're all learning through it. So, thank you again for being with us here today. So, we are going to go through a couple things that I want to share. A lot of it, or maybe some of it, may look familiar, but and and you guys are going to be thinking like, why we're seeing this? Like, what's the difference, right? But just bear with me because I tried to explain this to Vicky last night, and I kind of got a deer in a headlight kind of look. But you know what? I think I know what I'm doing, and I think I want you guys to just enjoy what we're about to talk about. So, why is our business growing, and how can we make our not just LifeWave corporate and LifeWave overall, but how do we make our own business to grow, right? Because each one of you guys are incredible leaders, people that don't see just getting by. You want to excel. So check it out. What's the growth of our company? When we were founded in 2004, now we're over 71. I said 70 countries, but I counted it, because I have people that keep me on my toes. We actually in 71 countries right now. X39 was launched in 2019, and we went from 20 million to $600 million. And that is catapult of a business, right? We're the fastest growing direct selling company in the world. We're 3,000% growth rate. So that incredible growth is taking us to the next level. So I believe that in order for our business to grow and excel with corporate, is that we need to incorporate some tools and especially systems. Okay. So we created a system on our website that we are all using it. And you guys are the leaders out there. You are probably going to share with us a little bit later. I'll leave enough time to tell me. I like to poll you guys. I like to ask you what is good, what is bad, and how we can make it change. And I'm all about change. That's why we're doing our Saturday training right now at 2 o'clock instead of at 8 o'clock, because change is good. And but with the change comes different challenges. And some people can be on the call, some people can't. That's why I'm going to create this call and post it to you guys right away at the end of the call. I'm going to pause it and ask questions, and then we are going to finish the presentation. So, what is it about this X39 that is elevating our business to the next level? I'm going to share with you a couple things that X39 and how incredible important it is to grow with this product, and how our business is going to go to that next rank. So let's talk a little bit about the magic of copper. And when you add copper with your body to GHK, you get a magical copper compound called tripeptide. It's called GHKCU, right? Binding copper to GHK tripeptide is how your body is able to increase a healthy stem cells. Okay, so when you say to them, we have a breakthrough in stem cell technology, would you like to try it? And if we're not mindful of the words that people are using with stem cells and the fear that people have, then you're going to lose some people, because especially if those people are doctors or very educated people that know, don't have to be educated, you just have to be on the know-how, right? When you hear stem cells, I heard about stem cells years back, even before I came into LifeWave. So we have to be thoughtful about sharing the technology, and don't try to patch people with X39 right away. You have to educate them a little bit. Now, of course, I don't want you thinking that we have to be doctors and or have an incredible array of knowledge, because what the Ivan shared with us last week is that, with much knowledge comes paralysis, right? A lot of analysis causes paralysis, and what paralysis is that it's a diminishing of growth. All right, so by just understanding that we're not just putting stem cells in people's body, we're actually using this ability to binding copper to GHK so that the body can then increase a healthy um, activity of stem cells. And of course, what are the benefits of X39? We've known the benefits, okay? I'm like preaching to the choir right now, but I know that even if you grab a couple of these things, because most of the people that we're sharing this technology with, they're not going to necessarily say, okay, you know what? I see the Nita, I see how great you're doing. I see how Vicky's doing, and our dog guys. If we have time, we're gonna share a little testimony. Incredible, just incredible testimony of what this patch can do. But just learn one or two of these benefits, right? You don't have to memorize it all, because if you start just saying this out loud to people, you're gonna have diarrhea of the mouth. Okay, I don't know any other words to say it, and I'm sorry to be so out there, but activate healthy stem cells, reduction of inflammation, support with recovery of surgeries and so forth. Just a couple little things. And why I'm sharing this with you is so that you can then share those benefits with others. Okay, because it's not enough what it's doing to me. People want to know, okay, I see what it's doing to you. I want to know if this can happen to me, right? So learn about those benefits. And is this FDA approved? Because it's the first thing that people ask you, and I have a lot of doctors and nurses that we talk to, and they say, is this FDA approved? And I'm gonna be careful what I'm gonna say about this, because I don't want this video to be, sanctioned, but we all know what this industry, so this three-letter word, agencies do to our lives, right? But just have to be concerned, just have to be aware that we are recognized as a general health product. And you don't have to email or call the FDA to get an approval. Just trust that, our company is in good standings with all these agencies, even with the IRS and so forth. We're a class 1 medical device and non-transdermal. These little things gives us an idea, and having it here, you can screenshot it, but better yet, you're going to have the actual presentation at the end of this. Actually, we already put it on the chat, that you can copy it and you can view it a little bit later for yourself. So there's a really good point in order to let people know what is in it, because the first thing people are going to ask is what's in it, right? That's what came in my mind. What's in it? So if you say, made of organic acid, amino acids, salt, and sugar, everything natural, right? And nothing, it's non-transdermal, it doesn't go into your body. And if we are sharing this very simple things, that you can't get into the scientific part of it, start talking about patents, we have that. It's all on our website. Everything that when we share this technology with others, you can prove, but you don't have to. You just have to be excited about this technology, and that excitement, guys, is going to take you to the next level. But if you sit there and say, well, we're FDA or recognized, non-transdermal, that excitement is going to translate to a no sale, and nobody wanting to try the technology. And then you're wondering, why is my business not moving? It's your enthusiasm that is going to move this technology, right? And how do you get there? By using it yourself, first of all, becoming the product of your own product, and having incredible testimonies. Okay, like what's happening with Vicky, what happened with my dog, what happened with my shoulder. All those are actual personal testimonies, right? It's not somebody that I know, somebody in Europe, in France, or whatever, that is doing. No, I love my French people there, David. Not talking about you, but you know what I'm saying? Don't make it so distant that people can't gather that personal touch. All right. So learn a little bit about what infrared light does. And you know, Nikki spends every Monday sharing this incredible. That's why I'm not going and explaining it all word by word, because Nikki does an incredible video every Monday, and also there are times when people can share their little testimonies. That is so invaluable. That is so amazing how our team and Patched Away and our community is growing, because you guys are the leaders that are stepping in front and then doing the work that needs to be done. So how does infrared light work? Just look at this picture. It gives you a thermal scan of heat or inflammation and so forth. And when FDA recognizes and know that we're a wellness product, right? And what it's made out of, you need to share with people. This is be everything that I'm saying. Please don't take it to heart. There are clinical studies to show everything that I'm sharing with you. When you say that, you will get people's attention and you will get their trust, because we have a lot of clinical studies behind it, right? So that's what this infrared light means. Now, you may say, how do you connect this, Pastor Ed? I'm glad you asked, right? People, when you're moving through your presentation and you're sharing the products with people, they're going to want to know, how do I get some of it, right? And if you say, well, let's make an appointment, and then we can, if you have application and enrollment form, that's great, fill it out. But you can say, well, we have 3 packages, and very simple. We have a core, advanced, and the premium, and each one of them costs different prices. Okay. Now you can say what it costs, and that is not a problem, because in their mind, people are thinking, is this going to cost me $1 million? Right? Because initially, when I first got patched, I thought this was at least ten to $15,000. So honest with that. I really, really thought that that's how much it was going to cost. And even before Brother Lorenzo shared with me the packages and what the cost was, I had already given him the money that I had. And so people are ready for that. So be aware of what each of the benefits are, right? Like, check this out. You get 3 sleeve with the cores on of X39s, or 6 of the other ones, right? And 1 month active status, a 30-day money back guarantee, and you get 100 points towards the binary cycle. And you won't have to get complicated, because there are people that are just going to buy the products for them to use. It is then at that point, when they know that the products are really incredible, then they'll move to want to share with other people. So you have this incredible packages and how much you can save. And make sure you tell people, because this happened to me and Vicky, or Vicky and I, to a couple, that they automatically thought that they were going to get a whole bunch of products, not knowing that the X39, each sleeve contains 30 patches. The X39 and X49 count as 2 credits. All right. Every other one count as 1. And by letting them know ahead of time, this is funny. People always want to hear, or they believe what they want to hear. Okay. So if you constantly telling people what reality is, then they'll comprehend it and they'll thank you for it. Right. Now, let's talk about the members discount, right? And again, this is all here for you. You can go over and over again and meticulous read everything about this. But look, discounted membership packages, larger packages equals a deeper discount, right? That's a great benefit. Access to upgrade packages. Start in one package and you can go every month or every year, or however long it takes for you to go to the different packages. And you don't have to pay the $295 or the $535 or the $1750 every single month, because people automatically think the worst too, right? You have those people that think the cup is half full or half empty. And so we have to understand and let them know this benefits. Access to discounted maintenance packages. This is awesome. You know, I know a lot of people that love they'd hate to be picked at every month with their credit card. So they want to do an advance order, 6 to 3 months order and 6 months order, and let them know the benefits of getting those maintenance orders is that you are allowed to have, you're given free sleeves when you order those longer packages, and get up to 12 months to consider sharing LifeWave with your friends and families to make commissions. Now, here you're moving into just using the products to actual selling the products and sharing the products with others, right? Once you rank from a manager, you need 110 monthly to stay active. Now, could this be a little bit too much information? Yes. You have to gauge your conversation, engage your people, where feel them out where they're at. Now, if you know that the people that you're talking are salon owners or doctors or people that have been in the industry of network marketing, you know what you're going to say to them because they are very comfortable and aware of all this different techniques or different benefits and so forth. But if you're talking to somebody right up from the street and you don't know who they are, watch what you say, be a little bit more mindful, and it'll go a long ways. Now in here, this is a little tiny little thing that it's broken down, and we're going to have one sheet. And again, we'll share those that are on the call will see those sheets have been given to them on the chat. But this is broken down. So X39 packs, and this is talking about an X39, 3 X39s, 30 sleeves, 30 patches per sleeve, $295. The cost is $98.33. Now, if you go to advanced and if you go to a premium, you can see the cost being discounted, right? So the membership saves you over 42%, right, Nikki, over premium pack samples, right? Example pricing. Now you take the price of the packages minus the price of the retail value, and that's what you get those discounts, right? So the next one here is showing us what the retail value would be, what the wholesale cost is, and this is of course based on 2 X39s and 2 Eons. And you can see it here. Having this for you to see it when it's tangible, if you can print it, that'd be awesome. Will make a sheet for you, for one sheet that you'll have all those examples. And it looks like a lot of numbers, right? You're like, man, I love numbers and I love math, but some people might not too. Just let them know, hey, there's some incredible discounts when you buy it, even at wholesale prices. Check this out. If you buy it at wholesale and you buy one patch at a time, you're paying $364. But if you buy a package, it's $295. And there's some really good savings on it, right? The advanced package is $535. At retail value is $919. Wholesale costs. So again, you're seeing the discount that you're saving. And lastly, the premium package, right, is $3,088.55 retail. Wholesale price is $2316.60, but when you buy a package, it's $17.50. So you see the difference. There are some incredible savings right here. And you have this whole sheet, right, of the prices. At the end, you see the total, the premium, and then you see your savings. So every time we're ordering at a higher volume or a higher package, you're saving a lot more money, right? So that is really, people like to see that. Now, of course, I broke that down into one sheet, okay? And this one sheet you're going to have, and I already posted here on the chat. You can grab it from. I'm also going to share it on our groups. Now, the last one, this is a X39 tracker, health tracker. This is really, really good, guys. If you're selling X39 and you're not giving people the tracker, then you're giving them a disservice. So look over the tracker. All right. I've used it and it's has been very useful for me. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about becoming a manager. Now we're moving from the growth of the company to the ranks. And why is it important for you to become a manager making machine? Okay. Now, what does it mean to be a manager? We talked about the qualifications before in other meetings, but this is broken down very nice and neat in a little card. Okay. And again, this will be given to you at the end of the presentation. Now, what do you need? 300 PV. That 300 number, when we were at the cruise, it was very confusing. It's like everybody's asking, what's that 300 PV mean? What's that 300 PV mean? It basically means if you're purchasing an advanced or a premium package. Do you get 300 PV if you have the core? No, you only get 180 PV. So can you be a manager by buying the core? No. But if you order products for 2 to 3 months, the accumulation of PV gets added to your initial core, which is 180. Okay. So the volume gets accumulated at the time that you reach the 300 PV personally, then you can be a manager and you can still stay a core. It'd be good to have more products, of course, but it's okay. Now you have to be an active status of 110 PV or more in 31 days, period. And you have to have 4 active 55 personally sponsored brand partners. The little heart that you see right here, the beautiful little hearts, those are partners that you personally sponsor. Okay. Now, what is your goal? Become a manager, make a machine. I can't say and stress that enough. Be concentrating on making managers all the time, talking to the people that you sponsor and seeing that, hey, let's make you a manager. You can become a manager in one day. How do you do that? Oh, it's very simple. Let's have a party. Everybody that you sponsor, if you bring in 4 people in your party, say you have a party of 20 people, right? What is what happens when you invite 20 people, 10 people come, half of that 4.5 people buy, right? So let's bring a party of 22 people that you invite 22 people, right? Then you have 11 people that come and half of them 5. Hey, you got your people, you got your manager status right there by personally sponsored 4 people. And teach one personally sponsored member on each side how to become a manager. Okay. Grab the people. You'll see that the people are gravitating to sharing this technology with others are going to be so excited that you are going to you grab them. You not grab them. No, don't do that. Hug them, right? Kiss them, and later on you can kick them. So we were taught before, but I'm not talking about this is only joke, okay? So when you, how can I say this? Mentor them, right? Just like Brother Lorenzo is mentoring us and how we're mentoring each other through meetings like this, that's how you can see the people that are going to come on top, right? I know there was I'm not going to share that for next time maybe. Continue to focus only on helping people below you become manager. When you focus is not on necessarily, oh, who I'm going to sponsor, I'm going to go to this party, I'm going to do this. All that is great, but if you focus on helping your people, you're going to see the growth of your business totally go up and up more than you ever even consider happening. Now, the next rank that we're going to talk about is director, right? What are the qualifications of director? Again, the same thing as a manager, a lifetime 300 PV or purchase in the advance of the premium package, right? What is the active status? 110 PV. Wait a minute. Didn't I see 110 PV here? That's right. You can see 110 PV on a director. So you're not asked to be buying more products. It's the same amount of products, right? Have 6 active personally sponsored people. So now you have you cute little heart people here, and then those 6 here, or those 2 here, are the ones that are going to become your managers. Now, can this green personally sponsored people be up here? Of course. It's not necessarily it's going to grow perfectly like this. It can be a little bit above or below and so forth. So that is a really good way of seeing it visually, right? Now, personally sponsor 1 manager on the left and 1 manager on the right. So that's the trick, right? That's not the trick, but that's the outcome of growing your business. We talked about having a common leg, right? This is your common left and this is your common right. So your left, when you order people, when you align them on the left leg. If you sponsor somebody on the left, then continue sponsor them on the left. Don't go inside here, right? Because that's going to get a little, even though it still counts, but then when you look and visually see it, it's going to be like a little wavy, right? So concentrate on people on the left, because the people on the right, it's their job to concentrate on the people on their right. It's your job to concentrate and bring people on the left side or the common leg, or the right side and its common leg, right? So what is your goal again? Continue to make managers. What was your goal here? To become a manager and make a machine. Now, oops, sorry, I went too far. Now, teach your personally sponsored people and others to make more managers. Again, having the people that you have made, those managers that you have made, teach them and how they can reciprocate and duplicate the very thing that you have taught them, right? Become a manager making machine. And we're going to see how our business are going to incredibly grow, because others are going to see, you know what, you're helping me in so much. You're here with me. We're doing a show. We're going to a spa. We're going to a convention to do a health clinic. All this stuff is helping one another, will incredibly generate that team community and the growth. Now, let's move to a senior director. What are the qualifications of a senior director? LifeWave, a lifetime of 300 PV. Same thing as a manager, same thing as a director. Active status of 110 PV or more in 31 days, perfect. 6 active, the same thing as a manager, same thing as a director. 6 active people, the same thing. So all these different qualifications are very familiar, right? But now check this out. Have a manager or higher on each leg. Directors count, right? So as a senior director, your goal is to get 2 directors. Now, those 2 directors can be on the same leg, or they can be on 2 different legs, right? And what is this here? 10,000 of group. I don't know what the GVU stands for, but it's group. The way I see it is group volume, right? It's group volume unleveled. Some weird name. I don't know why they use that. What is our goal? Continue making managers. That has been the goal from the very beginning, right? So it should be continued to make those managers, because those managers are going to become directors, and those directors are going to become senior directors, and so forth and so forth, right? Continue to make managers. Teach each one of them to make managers. Focus on building your volume moving forward. Now, from this point on, you can say, you know what? I have all my managers. I have my 2 managers. I have my 3 people. I have my 2 directors. Do I stop recruiting? No. The reason why is because there will be a time, and trust me, it happens to the best of us, that one of these managers or one of these directors are going to be like, you know what, Ed, I don't have the money this month. I don't care about the volume. I'm just going to move on and stop and just order when I need to. So that's why it is so necessary, because you might be thinking, wow, once a manager, always a manager. The company will never see you as not a manager, which it's a rank. It's a cool thing that you meet and matched it, but you won't get paid as a manager. And what is a manager payment? It's $1,500 a week. That's pretty good money. That's over $6,000 a month. Some months that we have five weeks, right? And in here, can directors be on the same leg? Yes, directors can be on the same leg or 2 different legs. Now, this icon key is really cool. The black is 300 PV that each person had. The greens are the managers, but those managers have now become red, which are your directors. Really cool. Senior director is up on top of here. You personally sponsor those people, and the second generation of personally sponsor, it doesn't show here, but you'll start seeing that in our back office. You'll see the little hearts whenever you sponsor somebody there. What is a BP? Brand partner. What is a PV? Personal value. All these little things. When you're talking to somebody, they're going to look at you like you have 2 heads. If you say to them you have to have 300 PV, please let them know what PV stands for, right? And kind of repeat it till they finally get it, because they're going to look at you and like, I don't know what PV means. I don't know what PS means. And look at that. That's the GVU that I was telling you. Is group volume unilevel. What's that? Unilevel. Unilevel meaning it could be from both sides, right? So that's really cool. Maybe that's what the name is. The light goes on, right? Now I understand what it is. All right. Now let's move to the last ranks. And why am I spending a little time on this is so that we can have it and we can share it with others. An executive director, 300 PV, nothing changes. Everything the same as all a senior director, but the volume changes. The group volume unit level has to change, right? That's 50,000 for executive director. Presidential director is 100,000 and senior director is 200,000. And now an elite senior director, just so you guys know this, is having 3 of these, right? So you personally sponsor one person that has 200 BV on one in one organization, the other person that you personally sponsor have 200 BV on their organization, and one last one. So you have to have 3 for an equal of 600,000 BV, right? Big number. But you know what? There's plenty of our mentors, Roy, Rick, and yeah, just Roy, Rick right now that we know are doing that. Therese Santos and so forth. A lot of people can get to that level. And check this out. What's the beauty of it all? It can be formed just on one sheet, right? This is awesome. I loved it when I saw it, and I had to get it for us to be able to use it. So you can print it, you can have it, you can share it. Oh, I love one sheets. I love infograms or info, something we were talking about earlier with Vicky. What was that called, Vicky? Info, not infograms, info graphics.
Oh,
That's where it is. Thank you, Carnazine, and thank you, Jesus. All right, I'm done, guys. Again, this is the conventions that we've have built and have gotten together to meet with one another and to share our lives with one another. And here are the different ways that we can communicate with each other. And again, our website is here for us so that we can grow, we can teach from it, we can prospect people from it, we can share. I'm going to get those different sheets that I just designed so that we can have a PDF and we can download it from there. So we're really excited because we created a video. I'm going to share with you where I have this videos that I was talking with Nikki about having to have products that people will know where to put products, right? So we created a playlist, and if this is very helpful, guys. This is so helpful. The company has created all this videos for us, and what I've done is, let's say somebody's using the glutathione, they're going to ask you, and ultimately they're going to say, where do I put glutathione? I'm glad you asked. I got a 1.5 minute video or 1:48 video that I'm going to send to you. And very simple. You know,
Now we have
David saying it. It's not a cartoon, which I love cartoons, but it's not a cartoon. What you do, you share it, you copy a link, and what do you do after that? You can grab it and you can email it, you can WhatsApp it, whatever you want to do with it. You can send it to yourself so that you can send it to others. Whatever way, what I've created in WhatsApp, I put videos and things that I want for myself and I send it to myself. And then Vicky, what she does, she's a little smarter. She puts a little heart or she favorites it. And so that it pins it and she can use it over and over again. Right. So when I posted this late last night, I was working with it. I saw a lot of people using it. And trust me, like this video, I don't think a lot of us have seen this video yet. This is on X39. It's done really well. It's very beautiful. And you can share with people about art. And I'm sure, guys, that the corporate is going to make a lot more videos for us. And when corporate does, you better believe that I'm going to be there to share them with you so that we can share it with others. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to end here. I'm going to pause the recording so that we can talk a little bit more. So thank you again for coming on the call today. And we appreciate you guys. We love you all. And we're here for you to do what? make more managers. God bless you and take care.